Well, welcome to Beans, Brews and Bread for the middle of February. So here are the plot today. We're going to do some first early potatoes. A little bit quick off the mark possibly, but normally I do mine in either Easter weekend or sometimes on St Patrick's Day, depending on how Easter falls, obviously. But at the minute, I thought I'd try a bit of an experiment between two different varieties on first earlies, see which one gives the best yield, which one perhaps comes up earlier, which one perhaps has the best sort of frost protection. So here I've got a variety here which is, I've been chitting these at home, and if you can probably see here, you can probably see the shoots are nice and stubby and green. The other variety, which I've just picked up a small bag of from Brewing and Baking today, I will give them a go as well. They're kind of pre-chitted in the bag. Shoots are a little bit white, but we'll get them in the bag nice and quick. We've got some fabric planters which we'll put them in, and we'll get some fleece over them to keep them protected. But trying a bit of an experiment, get them down at the plot, get a better light here, and I'm here enough to be able to make sure that if they do get a bit of frost, we can make sure they're covered. But if you want to try, you might want to try similar, just a bit of fleece covering, or if you've got a greenhouse or polytunnel, great idea to maybe get a bucket or a couple of bags, planter bags ready. You can maybe try your own first early potatoes, extra early this year, and see if you can get any good yields. So if you do, pop down in the comments below. If you like the video as well, grateful if you give it a thumbs up. We'll go outside now and we'll go and get some planting done. Managed to get some of the first early potatoes chitted, and I thought try a little bit of an experiment. I have two different types. We've got Swift, which I purchased online and have chitted, and had them in the cardboard trays just chitting. They've got some really nice strong shoots on them, not too spindly. But I wanted to try and work out between the two different varieties of Swift and Rocket, which one's the quickest. So I've got to sell some planters down at the plot today. We'll keep them at the plot. We'll get some fleece over them to keep the frost off. But I thought I'd plant a few of these today. So we've got these fabric sort of, I think about 5 gallon size planters, and we've got a bit of soil in the bottom, some compost that I brought from home as well, and we'll get these planted up. So I've got a little bit of fertilizer as well, which I'll tickle in, but we'll try for these first early varieties. We've got Rocket from Brewing and Baking, and which I just got a small bag of today. They've already kind of pre-chitted in the bag. So I have to take those out quite carefully so I don't damage the shoots on those. But those we've done at home, and we'll get those in the planter. So must remember to get them labelled up as well. So in this bag here, these are determinate, so they are all growing on one level. These potatoes. So we normally do about 4 per bag. So we've got about a third of the bottom of the bag is got the compost in and the soil, and we'll just place these in. You can see here halved some of these larger size ones, cut them in half, got them dipped in some wood ash, and they've dried out quite nicely actually. So they've not rotted or anything. We've got a nice shoot on that one there. There's a whole one about the size of an egg, so it's kind of comparable. So we'll get them planted in line with the handles on these. So we'll get them in there like that. Get some more soil in there, and we'll bring you over and you can see how they are set up. So as you can see from here, we've got about a third of the grow bag filled with soil, and we'll set up the potatoes at opposite sides on that level. So we'll get those in there, get them in there. What I'll now do is I'll put some more compost on, and then we'll tickle in some of this. This is the Vitax potato and vegetable fertilizer. Not bad stuff this. I've already had this. Did that on the video last year. Really good stuff. Got some good yields at the house, but don't really get a lot of sunlight in the back garden at the house. So I'm thinking trying these this year at the plot. So if you'd like to see another video we did where we did some first early potatoes with me and Henry, should be able to put a card up and you can see how we did last year putting some new early potatoes in. Go and watch that one. We'll fill this bag up now, and about another at least halfway. So now's a great time to get few first earlies in. It's still a little bit early. Traditionally, don't really start putting them in until sort of Easter weekend or St Patrick's Day. But these are going to be a bit of an experiment, just to see between the Swift and the Rocket varieties which ones do best, come up quicker, which one gives us the best yield. If you've liked the video, we're grateful if you give it a thumbs up. A few weeds, but keep them out if we can. Right, give it a bit of fertilizer. Tickle it in. A bit more from this one. It's not bad compost, this. I think it's from my compost pile at home. And we'll get another bit more in. Yeah, there we go, that's a nice one. That's good. And again, that one was one of the ones that we cut in half, and we've got 2 or 3 shoots on that one. We'll do the opposite side this side, so we kind of get 4 plants coming up at the same time. Get those in. And top it off. Interested to know if you're putting any potatoes in at the minute. If you are, write down in the comments below, and I'd love to know what varieties you're trying. If you're trying any of these ones or think you might give it a go, write down in the comments below. A bit more of the fertilizer. There we go. Job's a good one. And it's a little bit early still, but it's still a good time to do it if you can keep them in a greenhouse or a polytunnel. And fingers crossed we'll get some good yield.